Okay, the rails finally came. We've got to get some stuff removed, get the original, the stock rail off of there, and open this up and see how well this one goes on. I guess I'll be reviewing this. As my kid says, you should call them Simple Jack Reviews. Don't we love our kids? So maybe that's going to be trademarked and copyrighted, triple stamped, a double stamp, and this will be called Simple Jack Reviews on the Jeep 392. Logo to appear somewhere on the screen. So there's a few reasons I went with this brand. The XHD Rock Sliders by Rugged Ridge. Hopefully the ease of installation, although I'm not there yet. So everything I watched online that I could find, to be honest with you, there's not a lot of videos showing the installation of these, but what I read, the installation looked not like a major undertaking. They go on the same mounting locations as the stock Rubicon rock rails that are on the Jeep now. The other reason is I did not want to have to drill holes in the body of the Jeep. And as you can see on the picture here, the body armor kind of goes up and follows the contour of the Jeep doors. I did not want to drill holes in the body to mount this. I wanted to use, stock mounting locations just in case, I don't want to be married to it to where if I hate it, don't like the look of it, it doesn't do what I'm after, that I can't remove it and end up with a bunch of holes, mounting holes that I've drilled in that I'm stuck with. So that was one of the main reasons I wanted to go with this brand. So one of the other reasons I went with this style and this look was I'm a fan of Teraflex. Teraflex has a rail that is very similar. It has a step on it, and my last Jeep, the JK, I had a lot of Teraflex pieces on it, from the lift to bumper to tire carrier, and I was planning on putting the Teraflex Teraflex rock rails on this one. Teraflex happens to be a local company. They're not too far away from here. I gave them a call and they told me really that they had been focusing for the JL body. They'd been focusing on the lift, more lift components than they have on any of the body protection, bumpers, stuff like that. So they didn't have anything out really for the JL. I went with another local company. I liked the look of theirs, but theirs had that automatic step that dropped down when you open the door. And I didn't want to have to worry about another motor, doing wiring, something that potentially is going to need maintenance or go wrong. If something gets hit or goes out or whatever, I don't want to be stuck somewhere with a step that was down, wouldn't go up, or one that wouldn't come down and have to troubleshoot it. So I wanted something simple, something clean. I wanted a step that I could use when I'm either washing or when I need to reach the top, get something in, strap something down, whatever. It's nice to have a step to step on to assist with that, because right now I either have to stand on the tires, or you get out a stool, or you do something else that assists you to get up over. I open the doors and I stand on the seal plates or whatever to get up on the roof. So it's something that lends to the ease of use when it comes to not only functionality of a rock rail, but also just to get up and over and around on the Jeep. So there's the one. These things are pretty beefy, they're pretty heavy. You can see the mounting spots that should correlate to the mounting locations on the stock rock rail. The other thing, and I keep comparing this to Teraflex because I'm kind of a fan, but Teraflex's rail also comes with a rubber gasket that sets between the steel rail, or in their case the aluminum rail, and the body of the Jeep. This one has kind of a foam gasket to sit along that edge. Okay, so first off, you have to take off these, I guess, 9 bolts off the original at the 3 mounting locations. You've got this one that's a 1/2 inch, and this one is, looks like a 10 millimeter. 2 here, and then this one here that have to come off. Okay, I got it off, and I can already tell that the Rugged Ridge slider is substantially heavier than the one that comes on the stock Rubicons. I've got it off, it's sitting on jack stands right now. Get this off, clean it up a little bit, and get the other one on. See how it goes. Before I put this one on, I want to show you the difference. The bottom is the stock rail, and the top is the new Rugged Ridge rail. And you can see the size difference between the two. How much beefier those mounts are, how much thicker they are. Okay, so there it is, mocked up in place. I will tell you it is maybe 3 to 4 times heavier than the standard Rubicon rock rail. But you can see it's pretty lined up. I think I've got the gaps pretty close. You've got 6 bolts to get through the pinch seam on the frame or the body. Those line up with the existing holes. And then Rugged Ridge supplies the hardware to mount it, and I'm not sure if this is going to be better or the existing. Okay, here's the back side. If you can see it, it's not too dark. Kind of got to get it in there. And these bolts need to line up with these holes here. And right now I'm just a hair off, so I gotta get it. There we go. You have to force these bolts through the existing holes, and then I'm just kind of loosely get the mounted onto the frame, so it'll hold it up while I get the others, and it doesn't come crashing down on my face, since my face is my moneymaker on YouTube. Okay, so what I had to do was get a bite on these nuts that come through the pinch seam. Just get a small enough bite on there, because I'm going to have to use those nuts, all 6 of them, up and down the rail to squeeze the rail up against the Jeep body, and then I'll be able to tighten these down once it's secure in place. So right now these are just loose, allowing for this gap here to slide and allow me to suck this in tight to the frame. So let's see if I can get it to move here. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it definitely is pulling it in a little bit. So as I pull those in, you can see it sucks in against the body here. There's still a gap, and I've got a little more tightening to do, but you can see the foam along here that's going to pull up against the gap and tighten that in there. Okay, so now you can compare. There's the standard stock Rubicon rock slider. We've got the other side done, and there's the new one, the Rugged Ridge rock slider. It's got the same finish as the standard Rubicon rock sliders. It's got that powder coat finish on it. Same feel, same color, but that's essentially what it looks like. You can see that there's now a step. It gives me a little bit of protection, I think, not only on the body, but on that back rear fender. You can see that it's almost the same width as that rear fender. So that's should stop some rocks from coming off those front tires, hopefully, and peppering that back fender. And then of course the body protection, following the contours of the doors. Okay, side one is done. On to the passenger side. Okay, so here's the finished product. We got both sides on. I think I've got to get used to it a little bit because it's a different look now. But so far, the finished product's not bad. Fairly easy install. If I didn't have to film the whole thing, it would probably be maybe 30 minutes per side. No special tools, no drilling. And that's how it turned out.